Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone who's joined so far. Thank you very much for jumping in. It's great to have you all with me on this fine Monday afternoon. It's Monday afternoon for me anyway. If any of you are in a different time zone, I hope you're having a great day. So who have we got in? Let's see if we got in today. Any familiar faces? Do let me know. And let me know if you caught any of the Bitcoin pump throughout Saturday, Sunday, and today. What are you trading at the moment? What was you trading perhaps over the weekend, or what are you looking at? Do let me know. And as always, if you have any Stonksy questions, do fire them into the chat, and I will get to them. We've got a few things to cover today. Some of them following on from last week, some of them new indications. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So firstly, this is the Bitcoin 5-minute chart. As you can see, we had, just let me move that toolbox up. On Saturday night, we had Stonksy get into the green background out of the red. What did the red do? Let's see. So the red closed at break even. It did get a drop into profit, but closed at break even. So Stonksy got into the green background on the red and ended up closing this morning, a few hours ago. So that was one full indication done, and it closed at 6.5% profit from open till close, and that was on the 5-minute. And then currently it moved into a slight loss on the red, very short-lived, and it's currently at a minor loss in the green too. But that 6.5% move was caught in a day and a half and was a very good indication by Stonksy on the 5-minute. Did you catch the Bitcoin pump? Have you been following Stonksy for any indications? Do let me know in the chat. It would be great to know what you have been looking at or trading over the weekend into this new week. But if we scale up a bit on the time frame now to the 15-minute, as we can see, we had another repeat of the 5-minute. Apart from this, got in slightly later. This got in on Saturday, but about an hour or two afterwards on the 15-minute. But crucially, it's still open. So on the 15-minute, we had this short-lived red one that closed at a minor loss. We had this green background, which closed at break even. But then Stonksy got in right before the Bitcoin move and is currently up 6% and reached just over 7. So that is on the 15-minute, and that is currently still open on the green background. Mr. Jailbreak You, thank you very much for your question. Do you have a way to simulate trades and auto trade based on Stonksy? So this is something that's under development and is something that will be rolled out in the coming, hopefully, the very near future, in the next month or two. Obviously, we rolled out the alerts, so it's obviously one step at a time in terms of development. We're all about upgrading Stonksy as a product, giving the users better value for money, a better product to use to trade. So last week we rolled out the alerts for the background indication. So that was the most requested addition to be made to Stonksy by the users overall. So we developed it, rolled that out last week. So now we're on to the next focus. But yes, a bot or a way to simulate trades. So you can perhaps, just deposit money into a trading account. You can tell it to follow Stonksy on, say, Bitcoin on this time frame, and just automatically open and close trades based on the background color change is something that will be coming. Can't give an exact time frame at the moment, but yes, it will be coming. So I hope that answered your question, Mr. Jailbreak You. So yes, that's Stonksy on the 15-minute Bitcoin chart. If we scale up to the 30-minute, we had a very similar thing here. Obviously, if we go a bit further back, We had a nice catch there, a nice drop down. This indication closed in a loss last week, but currently the green background is still open from last Tuesday, so nearly a week, and has caught all the move up on the 30-minute, so it's still riding the trend higher. So based on that Stonksy indication, that is 17.5% profit all the way up to nearly 19, and we are still open on the 30-minute green background. So that is a really nice catch by Stonksy on the 30 minutes still being open. It's one we covered last week, and obviously the last stream that we did on Friday about there. So we got another 5-6k push up on Bitcoin. Same thing for the 1 hour. If you want to have a look at the 1 hour, caught a nice drop there. Good afternoon, Elfish. Big up the Elfish. A daily view of the stream so far. Thank you very much for joining. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a nice weekend, Elfish. And what have you been trading? So that is Bitcoin. Let's have a look at ETH. So same thing. Still open from last week. We don't need to cover it too much because this is obviously something that we looked at in last week's streams. But just to obviously let you know, on the 1 hour, ETH is still open from the indication that started last week. And if we have a look, that's currently 27% up and did go as high as 30. So that's a monster move caught on the 1 hour by Stonksy, and that was over the past week. That opened on Tuesday. So if we scale down to the 30-minute, same thing. Still riding the trend, still riding the upside move. Caught from around the same spot. So we're still open on that. So that this is something we'll monitor across Bitcoin and ETH when these green backgrounds close this week, if they close this week. And on the 15-minute, obviously Stonksy got in roughly the same place on the hour, 15-minute and 30-minute. However, on the 15-minute, it has closed on ETH and stuck in them profits of the move, and is currently about break even on that red background. So Mr. Jailbreak U says, what's your trading setup recommendation? Non-custodial wallet plus DeFi platforms, or is that a regulation issue later on? That's a very good question. Obviously, I can't tell you to go and break any laws or do something illegal. But I suppose you're asking how you can trade anonymously, if judging by your question. Obviously, just stating facts and the truth. There are non-KYC centralized exchanges out there that you can opt for. That is one option to answer your question. And obviously, you have decentralized perps like on Jupiter, DYDX. So, yes, there is options for that if you're wanting to trade without KYC in somewhere. I'm guessing is your question. So that's just stating fact. I can't tell you to do something if it's perhaps illegal in your country to trade derivatives and stuff. But yeah, like I say, just stating facts, them options are out there. I'm in a jazzy trade right now with Stonksy on the 15-minute. Elfish, superb. I'll pull that up next and we'll have a look at Elfish's trade live. No, I do not try to trade anonymously. Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then yes, you could use a software wallet and a decentralized perps platform. Yeah, there'd be no issue with that. Or you could opt for a non-KYC exchange. Yeah, the option is yours. Right, let's have a look at ETH. Currently, what are we on? 15-minute. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, 15-minute closed out and currently in a red, pretty much break even. Before we go any further, let's have a look at Elfish's trade. Jasmine. on the 15-minute. So you're in the short, are you, Elfish? Did you manage to catch the move to the upside? Stonksy caught a really nice one there, so we got in on Saturday night on the 15-minute and caught up to, that's 22%, just under 22% to the high, but closed out at 12. So if you was following from open till close, you got up minimum of 12, potentially up to 19, 20-ish. So that's on the long side. And then, yeah, like Elfish has just said, he's currently in a short on Jasmine from the open on the background there, and is currently banking 1.8%. No, Mr. Long. Well, hopefully you'll be able to catch the reversal if this is going to reverse, but you're already in a nice profit. So well done on that, Elfish. Very nicely played. Let's have a look on Jasmine. Didn't catch anything on the 30-minute. Oh, caught a nice one here last week. Same again. This Tuesday was where Stonksy got in green background on a lot of things before the pump. Closed pretty much break even on that red background. But well done, Elfish. And you'll have to come back in the stream tomorrow and let us know how you get on with it. So the next one we're going to be looking at is Sol. Might as well do the 30-minute first. This is quick. The 30-minute missed the pump last week there, but has caught this one. So into the green there. Is currently there. The green open there, and is currently in just over 4% profit on that one. The 1 hour, I believe, is still open. Yeah. So the 1 hour still open from Tuesday last week. Still riding the green background, yet to close out. So this is something that we'll keep an eye out for this week, when and if it closes this week. But that's currently at just shy, 29%, and has hit a high of just over 31 on Sol on the 1 hour. So it's a monster move caught by Stonksy on the 1 hour, and it's still riding the green background. And the other one that's interesting is the 15-minute. So the 15-minute has caught a few across that whole move, where the 30-minute missed it and the 1 hour got it. The 15-minute, obviously we had a slight loss there, into the green background last week, and then closed it out on Saturday into a slight loss on the red, but then got back green and is currently nearly 6% up on the one opened on Saturday evening. So a few minor losses mixed in with really nice big trade there, and currently a nice profitable one there. Thank you to everyone who's joined so far. If you've got any questions or comments you want to put in, let me know what you're trading, or let me know what you potentially want me to look at, and we'll get round to it. So we're going to just fire through. These are some of the top gainers and losers today in the top 100. So let's have a look to see what Stonksy's been saying. Crow, again, was one of the big ones last week. We're not actually looking at the 15-minute, but it opened there, had a retrace, and then caught the second leg up. What we're going to look at is the 5-minute, because that's caught a few of them. Obviously, we had this one, which closed at break even. This one, which closed at break even, then caught the monster move on Sunday. So this was yesterday. So Crow got in there on the 5-minute, all the way up to there, closed out there. So let's have a look what that was. So that was up to 19-20% from open till close, and potentially all the way up to 30+% if you manage to get in and close it out near the peak. And then again, Stonksy got in again on the green background after two short-lived reds and caught a really nice another move on Crow here. Potentially up to 23%, but closed out at just over 10. So for the past week, Crow's obviously been, I think, the biggest, or definitely one of the biggest movers in the top 100. And Stonksy is still riding, as you can see, on Crow. The past week, we've just had like the staircase, where, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, carry on. So just had that staircase climb on Crow, but if we have a look, Stonksy has caught 100% on Crow over the last week. Well, not even week, that was on Wednesday. So the past 5-6 days, and all the way up to potentially 120%. But as it stands, from open until still open on the green is 100%. So that is a 2x called by Stonksy in less than a week on Crow. Has anyone caught Crow, or have you been trying to trade it? It's been a real impulse mover. You just get this strong impulse move sideways and then burst, sideways, burst, sideways, burst. So it's coming in rounds on Crow, consolidating, and then another fire. So we'll see how long it goes on for. Doge again on the 1 hour. It's been really good the past week or so. Obviously, last week we had this. It closed out on Saturday. Slight red, and then Stonksy caught. So it caught the first move. Of 20%. Slight red. Got back into the green, and then it's caught another 40. And that is all in the space of, since Tuesday. And they're from open until close or still going, not to the peaks. So that's superb by Stonksy on the 1 hour on Doge. STX up next, another one of the biggest gainers. So Mr. Jailbreak says, just found out that only Binance futures are banned in my country. BitGet seems to still offer them. Do you have a ref link that I can use? We don't have a ref link with any exchange at the moment, Mr. Jailbreak, unfortunately. Thank you very much for offering to use it, though. But we are looking to partner with an exchange soon, and that will be announced. So there will be, yes, a Stonksy partnership with an exchange, and then there will be some very good benefits to go along with that if all goes to plan with what's in development. So watch this space on that. It'll be very exciting for Stonksy users and a really good feature to have. So hopefully, that is one of the developments that I mentioned before coming. STX on the 1 hour. Nice short caught there. Sideways. Still closed in a profit from down here on that 1 hour, and then a few short-lived ones. But again, Saturday, Stonksy got into the long and is currently riding over 15%, potentially up to 20%. And that's on the 1 hour on STX. And then I believe it caught it on a 30 minutes as well, yeah. Similar sort of thing. Caught a drop, caught a pump up, sideways, and then the next leg higher. So that is STX, another one in the bag for Stonksy. The Nia is next. Nia. 30-minute. Again, this is still riding from last week. So a 40% gain on Nia, all the way up to close to 45 to the top. Moodeng. Esfer, you want me to look at Moodeng? Okay, I'll add it to the list. Moodeng. That's the hippo, isn't it? Moodeng. But yeah, so that's still riding on Stonksy on Nia. Real monster move there, and that is still open. So that's one we'll monitor as well to see when it closes out. But that is huge move caught by Stonksy again in less than a week. Nia has gone red on the weekly. Has it? Let's see. Oops. Oh, not this again. Not this again. Let me reload. I don't know why it does that or how to fix it once that happens. Let's see. So someone is saying Nia has gone red on the weekly. It has indeed. It has. Caught the higher time frame moves perfectly. This might be one that's just a bit short-lived. But in terms of high time frame, obviously for Bitcoin, it's in a high time frame uptrend. So we want to be following that foremost before you look at any alt high time frame trends. So what else was it on Nia? 5 minutes and 10 minutes. So the 5 minute for the day traders and the scalpers. Obviously, we've had some nice. That was a loss on Saturday, so that was no good. Got into the green, nice rally up, closed just above break even, so made back some of that loss, and then again got open there, rallied higher, and it's still above the entry. So that's on the 5 minute. 2 nice moves caught. 2 out of 3 in total for the last ones. Mudeng, I have a feeling I must buy Stonksy, but I have to admit it's quite pricey. Do you think so? Compared to other indicators, it's quite reasonably priced. But I suppose that is your opinion, Mr. Jailbreak. You would you be looking to get it on the monthly or the annual, or potentially the lifetime? That plan is there. What plan are you looking at? I use alerts. Yes, for the alerts are fantastic, and they've been a real nice addition. The biggest ask by users was for alerts on the background color change. What initial budget would you recommend to start? I can't answer that for you, Mr. Jailbreak. Sorry. Like I say, I mean, I can't give you a financial recommendation. Then how many trades would you set? It depends on what type of trader you are. Obviously, I can't tell you what budget to start out with, and I can't tell you how much to trade with. But in terms of how many trades you take, depends on what type of trader you are. Are you a scalper? Scalpers obviously take, a handful, maybe more trades in the daytime. If you're slightly more looking for them higher time frame trades, maybe you trade a few times a week. It just depends what type of trader you are, and obviously what time frame you're looking at Stonksy. If you're going purely off Stonksy, or if you're maybe looking at SR too. But what we're looking at now, I got a bit sad right then. Near on the 10 minute, again caught real nice move up. That close just to the last. Oh. Sorry, I'm yawning. Sorry about that, everyone. That one closed. Nice profit on there. Slight loss on that. Slight loss on that. Slight loss on that. Break even, and then slight loss on that. So 10 minute has not been as favourable to Nia as the 30 minute has, but this trade alone more than made up for these break evens or losses, and would still leave a nice profit on that. So the next one we're going to look at is Theta. And as you can see there, some examples just of how good Stonksy's been on the 1 hour on Nia. Some real nice catches. So Theta on the 1 hour, again, same thing. If you want to look further back, if you want to have a look back at what it's done, drop, big drop, break even, big drop, reversal, close break even. But if you get down to that point, you would imagine, your own common sense and trading experience would tell you to at least put your stops to break even or trim some or go full profit. Same for here. Really nice drop caught there. Just under break even on that, slight loss. Really nice drop caught there. And then currently the green background that was caught last week is still riding on on Theta, sorry. Nia. Got Nia in my head. And that's currently at a 30% gain. Potentially, this wild wick went all the way up to 47. But currently from open until still open, yet to close, is 30%. So that is on Theta on the 1 hour. And is again one of the strongest movers over the past week. It's SHIB time. It's meme coin time. Obviously, it's had some good results on the 1 hour recently, but for focusing on this week, sorry, yawning again. I need a coffee to wake me up. So Saturday, got into the long on SHIB, and it's currently still open. Green background is yet to close, and that is currently looking at a 33% profit on the 1 hour, potentially up to near 50 towards these wicks. which has marked the current high. But yeah, another monster move, and that is in the space of 2 days. So that was only opened on Saturday. So if we scale down a bit to the 30-minute, wait for it to load. Stonksy didn't catch it on the 30-minute, but it did catch it on the 1 hour, but it did get the lead up. So it caught this pump, closed the red background there, but unfortunately on the 30-minute did not catch it, but it did catch it on the 1 hour. Now let's have a look at the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute, Stonksy caught. So this is again one for the lower time frame traders, and a real monster move. Again, opened roughly at the same time as the 1 hour did, but this one has closed, and it closed for 31%, all the way up to just over 40. But from open until close on the 5 minute was 30%, and that was opened at Saturday at 10 to 9 UTC time and closed at 10 to 10. So that was just over 24 hours, 25 hours in total to gain 30%. You know, some people would wait a whole week for that in more of a high time frame trade, and Stonksy got that over just 1 day. So next one we're going to look at is Rune, and on a few different time frames. Yeah, I can't really give you much more information than that, Mr. Gerber, at you. It's up to yourself on how much you trade with and what your margin is, and how much you put into trades and your leverage and stuff. If you need to learn more about that, then a company called Crypto Saving Expert, you can go onto their website and you can create an account and do some courses, learn more about trading if you need to. But if you're already an experienced trader, I think you'll be able to judge off yourself. Just obviously, no matter who you are and no matter how experienced you are in trading, risk management never goes away. As long as you've got tight risk management control, you're happy with what your potential stop loss is at, with what you might lose in the trade, and then obviously looking at your take profit. As long as you're comfortable with the margin that's in the trade, how much you might lose, then that's obviously the first rule is risk management. You don't want to blow up your account and you don't want to lose too much in one trade. So that is what I would suggest is, if you haven't looked at it, look at a strict risk management system, such as 1R, 3R. So in any given trade, you're only risking 1% of your account. And for the full take profit would be up to 3%. And in that way, you're not going to make thousands in one go. But with the power of compounding, you can do little trades often. And before you know it, given it after a few weeks, if you're successful with it, that account starting with a bit of patience, determination, and just focus on strict risk management can build up to quite a lot. So the next one we're going to look at is Rune on the 5 minute. So again, this is one for the lower time frame traders, and this is just all throughout since Saturday. So Stonksy got into the green on the 5 minute, closed out the green here, but did catch just over 10%, but from where it closed out at was 2.5. So that is a win, even if you went from open till close. This red closed out at a loss, but then this green one did slip into a loss, but is currently up 3.8%. And that's just on the 5 minutes. So if we scale up a bit, the 10 minute, wait for it to load, has caught some real nice ones. Again, here, once you get up to here, if you get in when the background opens and you get up to here, there's no way you want to still have your stop loss down there, in my humble opinion. You want to move it at least up to entry, if not into profit. So there's no way that this downwards move would have took you out at a loss. Again, it's caught a nice move up here and has had some nice moves recently. So that's on the 10 minutes on Rune. There's quite a few on Rune, so I'm just going to skip to the ones that will depict it the best, because the 15 minute will be saying sort of what the 10 minute has in essence. But as you can see on the 30 minute, it's caught the move up. Nice move up here. Short-lived red backgrounds turned into minor losses, but has had two monster uptrends squeezed in between. And on the 1 hour, same story. Caught a really nice drop there. Profit is profit on here, so closed at profit, potentially closed up here, and again got into the green background and is still open, and that is for roughly, yeah, just over 10%. You're welcome, Mr. Jailbrain. I can answer questions to the best of my ability. I obviously just can't give you any sort of financial advice or anything. That's just off the cards. But in terms of Stonksy and, just general trading information, like you say, you've already got a good sense of risk management. So, the strong foundations. I will help you as much as I can, of course, especially, if you get Stonksy. We've got a Discord server, which should hopefully be ready to be open this week. So that will be full of Stonksy users, people sharing what they're looking at on Stonksy trades, things like that. So that will be a really good addition to the Stonksy community, to have a Discord server for all the users to chat and engage and share trades. So we are coming towards the end of what I've got to cover. However, this is a nice one on LDO last week. Really nice bump. Nice one caught there. Real nice one caught there. That was a powerhouse move. Obviously, LDO, even despite this move, is the biggest loser in the top 100 today. So on the 10-minute, it had one slight loss there. Caught a really nice pump up there, and then got into the red background last night. Yeah, and it's currently down nearly 5.5%, potentially down to over 6%. So that's LDO. So the next one's going to be losers, just to show not everything is green in the current market, unbelievably. So Ape, really nice move caught on Ape on the 10-minute. This opened on Saturday early doors. So into the green background, closed there for a return of roughly 10%, potentially all the way up to 15, 16. So that was a green one on Ape. But if we actually scale into the 15-minute, we can see that it's caught both legs of the move and is currently out of the position on the 15-minute too. Yeah, it would be great to have you on, Mr. Jailbreak You. If you come over for a month, it would be, obviously you can try it and then you can continue with a month if you wish to, or you could purchase one of the longer plans. It's up to yourself. But a month, you can come on board for a month and then you can obviously make your own decision after a month. So that is, and then Not is the last one, and then we'll move on to some suggestions. Someone asked for Moodeng, so we'll look at Moodeng. But again, 15-minute on Not. This is going back to last week. Caught a nice pump up, caught the drop, closed break even. But again, after all that drop, you would imagine your stop loss would at least be at break even, if not in profit, or maybe you took profit down here. All depends on what type of trader you are. But then again on Saturday, so over the weekend, the background went green, caught all the way up to over 20%, but eventually closed out at just over 11. And yeah, background is currently closed on a 50-minute close this morning. And let's have a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is still riding it. So the 1 hour is still open or not. So let's have a look at Moodeng. That was a really nice drop there. I didn't mean to pull that up then, but that was a really nice drop caught by Stonksy. So Moodeng, let's see. Ooh, Moodeng. Let's see. Nothing showing recently on the 1 hour. 30-minute last week, or that might have even been going into the week before. Caught the drop nice on Moodeng. That closed out for just shy of a 30% drop, potentially all the way down to 36 if you'd close manually. And then if we switch over here, most recently, it opened red, closed for a loss, but then got into the green, and then more than made up for the loss. Currently still open at break even, but that would have made up more than the loss prior to take some profits on the table. So that's the 30-minute. If we have a look at the 15, Moodeng it's not the best example because it's not really. It's quite a low meme coin in it, but obviously it's not on the higher tier exchanges that have got more volume. So obviously I'm guessing the moves are more erratic, but there's not really much showing on Moodeng. Caught the pump again on the 10-minute, so that was a nice one. Caught the drop and originally close out for a loss, but on the 10-minute, the red background fired in today at just a few hours ago, and it's currently at just shy of a 7% drop on that. 5-minute is currently in a minor profit on the 5-minute as well. So that's Moodeng covered. Does anyone have anything that they wish to cover? Does anyone have anything that you would like me to look at? Any questions about Stonksy? Do fire them in. Let's see how long we've been going. How long have we been on for? We've been on for nearly 40 minutes now. What do you mean, Esper? Hope Stonksy can pick a coin to focus on. What do you mean? Stonksy does everything. It does crypto, stocks, FX, commodities. So, like I mentioned last week, I am going to be looking to do more FX. So, maybe we look at the pound, US dollar, euro dollar, things like that. We'll have a look at some gold, silver. We'll have a look at the S&P 500, maybe some stocks. We'll have a look at the other asset classes that Stonksy covers this week. And we'll just run through some examples of how you can broaden your horizons with Stonksy. And you can obviously utilize it in other markets. But if anyone does have any questions, please drop them in. Thank you very much for joining and taking the time to join the live stream. As Bitcoin is currently over $82,000. What a move up that we've had. Yeah. So if anyone, like I say, if anyone does have any questions, please drop them in. Or if you want me to have a look at a specific ticker before we close off the live stream, if we don't get any requests in the next couple of minutes, I will just close it out. But we will just spend a couple of minutes just admiring the 3-minute chart for the scalpers. So the 3-minute chart is always something that I say about if you're a scalper, the 3-minute chart is really good to use if you're following from open till close on the backgrounds. But we'll just admire Bitcoin over $82,000 on this fine Monday afternoon. But it's a good stream today. We've covered a lot of altcoins, covered a lot of good movements that are still continuing from last week, some that fired open over the weekend, and really showcasing just how good Stonksy is. But it doesn't look like anyone's got any questions or anything that they want me to cover. So I will just give it one more minute while Bitcoin drops below $82,000. And then we will end the stream there. But yeah, Mr. Jailbreak, you hopefully see you on Team Stonksy soon. If you end up opting to try the month out. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking the time to join this stream. It was a pleasure to do, and I'm really enjoying doing these every day. It's good to demonstrate what Stonksy's saying, look at the overall market too, and just have some discussion around what's going on. It's nice to engage with everyone who joins. But thanks for joining, everyone. We'll leave it there, and I will catch you all tomorrow.